Hi everybody,
Hi, Every Spirit.
welcome very much to our podcast. EsotericCloudSurfer here with,
Daria here.
and we are here to present you
Spirit to All.
the podcast where we make spirit, aka
Your own individuality.
all possibilities, and just space available for y'all. Thank you very much for being here. We wish you the best thoughts,
Ideas
feelings,
and emotions.
a whole bunch of individuality,
Individuality,
creativity,
and
responsibility as well. Remember to check the links in the description down below. And a huge shout out to my SoulGroup, to Mystaria as in the gaming community, so you can check that in the links down below. And shout out to everybody that is being themselves and changing the world right now by being themselves and showing to the world that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self.
Yeah.
Also, on the description down below, you're gonna have available an email which you can contact me and Mystaria asking questions, suggesting topics. You can also do that in the comments. And booking services of astrology, tarot, clothing, sculpture, web design, beat making, painting making, crystal wands, dream readings,
jewelry, anything.
jewelry, good ass jewelry, anything you want. If you want training on Pokemon Unite or on competitive Pokemon, things like that, we are available for you. Alright, so let's get started. Welcome once again to the Spiritual Podcast, and I think it's good to start with this good topic, which is Pluto going direct today.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what does that mean? Means that things in a major scale, things that were connected with some deep shit, are starting to move.
Yeah.
Or they are starting to move faster. So they are starting to move at all, aka, or that means that they were not moving before and now they start moving, or they were moving slowly and now they're getting to move faster.
Oh, yeah.
Alright? And I want to ask Miss Taria her opinion about the Pluto going direct in Capricorn.
In Cap.
And I want to ask you about that.
I think that Pluto right now, first of all, by it being in Capricorn, we have been going through this period already for like 8 years, right? Something like that. Pluto's transition is like 9 years.
No, it's
way more.
Because we have Pluto in Sag.
True. It has been going on for a long time. But I think that right now, as it has been going through retrograde time, we have been a lot like, quote unquote, on the drawing board and really learning from our previous circumstances what to take power and control over, and how to put death to things, how to transform certain things, and how to be able to create better and new ways to taking power and control over our finances, over our stability, over how we make sense and how we present ourselves in the world. And right now, by it going into direct, it's basically us by us having this time to retreat, having this time to have some time, having some time to go slower. We have been able to process certain transformational moments that we may have been going through and right now we are taking all of that experience, our ability that at that time and still are, that we are still able to be and take power and control over the right shit for us to be stable, and we are going forward with it. We are starting and continuing, but with more advance onto that area of our life wherever we have Capricorn in.
And what areas of the world and society you think we can see more of these changes and transformations happening?
We can see that in work or in the jobs that we see, in the Magic Square, you see a lot of factories renovating, changing shit. Right now, a lot of things, especially through Pluto retrograde, there has been a lot of misunderstandings and changing the infrastructures in certain businesses that worked before, and at at the moment where Pluto was going retrograde, it was showing even more to me that there was less
Yeah, some things
organization.
failing. Yeah.
Less organization
Systems failing. Yeah,
in
I agree.
places where it was like pristine and like
Yeah.
big place.
And now, if those places didn't got their shit together
yeah,
during the retrograde, with Pluto going direct, it's going to show. They're gonna fail.
and that's
They're gonna fail some responsibilities.
that's what's gonna show exactly.
Or, in the positive side, what Pluto going direct can bring is new ways to conduct business
Oh, yeah.
in a most
Yeah.
general way.
For real.
So what Mistari is saying is very true. You have these old ways of doing business, because she said places who had prestige. So that means that they had some type of reputation, right? But that ain't working anymore. Either they're getting like normalized, you know,
Yeah.
or they showing some dysfunctions.
Because 10th house, Capricorn, is reputation. When you look at it, it's the reputation that you get. Like, who's that guy? Oh, he's the owner of that shop. And
True. And sometimes,
kind of shit.
imagine you have two pizza places. One pizza place can have the best pizza, but the other pizza place has better reputation.
Yeah.
That pizza place gonna have more business.
Oh yeah, for sure, because that's something that people, they tried the pizza. It's not like they have just been sponsored to say something good about it. There's like more, there's good food, and I feel like in many of these cases of like businesses that don't serve food, but businesses that have to do with like finances and insurances and things like that. It's more about how the business is conducted.
True.
And how that specific case, which we can make the analogy to a dish, is gone about. And I feel like people are not able to go about it the same way as they did before. So the dish is not as good as anymore, you know? Or like there might have been also favoritism type of things where it's a business, but they have more favorites because it's a more use, like the client has been there more times, so there is more of that, okay, I'm gonna help you more on this case than this person or something like that. And right now it's kind of not working anymore, you know.
Because people now expecting for new things.
Yeah.
And people themselves going through transformations in their lives.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, especially, or not especially, but in general, it's because of certain agendas being pushed out that I think gonna gain, or some action will be brought to certain agendas in order to make it, or in order to try and make it gain a lot of attention. And one of them, if not the biggest agenda out there, that's going to be okay for the whole world, is going to be the climate change, go green, recycle, electric car type of shit. You know, because some businesses that were depending on oil, for an example, some like the gas stations, we might start to see the end of the gas stations right now. Like, because the electric things to charge your car, they exist, but it's not, you still have way more gas stations than electric stations, right?
Yeah.
And I think we might start to see a huge disparity in growth, where more electric charging posts will be created, and if not now, maybe deeper into Pluto into Capricorn, almost changing into Aquarius, we're gonna see a huge rise and a huge normalization, because when Pluto goes into Aquarius, will be fixed, so we will have more sense of security and comfort in the things that are changing right now. So if you pay attention to the world, because Capricorn has everything to do with the world. Actually did a live stream today on IG talking about the world, because we live in a world, but they want you to believe you live in the world. They want you to believe you live in their world. And their world, not the planet we live in, but the system, the financial health system.
Science.
Yeah, science, ways to be, what is right, what is wrong to do and to say, and what is right and how to be successful, how to not be successful, that is changing right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and their system is backed and supported by Capricorn. All
Yeah.
right, that's why the year starts in Capricorn. The new year is starts in Capricorn. Okay, that represents the starting point, the anchorage point of their system. So if you know what is changing right now, once Pluto goes into Aquarius, and not even just right now,
Mm-hmm.
you can direct those changes and transformations into your unique way. So you can express and be seen by having a unique business.
Yeah.
Okay?
Bullshit.
And the thing is, either you let Pluto and their world transform your world, and that causes trauma, that causes anger, frustration, quote unquote sad, drastic moments. Sorry, guys.
A little air.
Yeah. Or either you let Pluto transform you, or you be the Pluto.
Oh yeah.
Because Pluto, when we talk in astrology, we're not even talking about the planets.
Yeah.
That's astronomy.
Yeah.
What we talk about is
Energy.
the spirit or the space, the intention that the spirit that created that planet is
Mhm.
giving us right now.
Yeah.
Right? So you can be like that.
Yeah.
You can be a Pluto.
Mhm.
You can be an agent of transformation, of deep change, things that might make you and others uncomfortable.
Mhm. And that's how
Okay.
you bring change into life. Into
Yeah, but Pluto is more than change.
Yeah.
Okay?
The transformation.
Pluto's transformation is either a lot of changes in a small period of time, that can be seen as transformation as well, or is like a change, because transformation is change, but transformation is a change that impacts you more. Like,
Mhm.
you might not give a fuck if, like, a football club changes its manager, but if your manager, if you work somewhere else,
Changed you.
it changed and now he's a completely hard ass motherfucker, that's going to transform your life.
Yeah.
You know? Okay? So either you be the Pluto and
Mhm.
you transform your own life. That's how it starts. Especially being Capricorn, the internal side of Saturn.
Yeah.
You gotta change how you feel about the world, aka their world. Okay? You gotta change how you feel about your way to be successful, your limits and boundaries, your goals in life,
Mhm.
and you gotta bring some passion and you gotta bring some intention to claim your power
Oh, yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And then whatever you do will be charged with that intention, and your business, with the things that you do, will change the world around you.
Real shit. Unique reputation.
Yeah. And right now, with Pluto going direct in Capricorn, you should be looking to present yourself in a way that others see you as organized and structured, but you might not even be as organized, but you have an intention, you have a purpose. Your business might not be as direct and cardinal right now because we quote unquote waking up from the retrograde. So maybe you still cleaning some shit for the past, you still recovering from the trauma, maybe you were going deep within your traumas and now you're resting a little bit, now you kind of after a deep travel into your darkest world, right? And now you can see in the positive side, out of the retrograde, you can see a bit more clearer, you can see a bit more light and see, hey, I can change that,
Mhm.
I can transform that in a deep way, you know? And I think that the main goal that you should be focusing on Pluto in Capricorn right now is make sure you are building something either internal, okay, a mind state or a feeling, or external, okay, create something or be a part of something that you have a real connection with, not just I'm participating in that company. Now you have something more going on, okay? You can call it your business. Make sure that that can support you when you're like 80 years old and you can't clean your ass.
Real shit.
Okay? I think that's very important right now.
Mhm.
And I've seen many adults by in my physical surroundings, by seeing not tales, testimonies
Mhm.
online of people that like they lose their job, or the prices of food just get higher, and their job doesn't raise, so they can't even support themselves completely, and they're like 60 years old, 70 years old,
Yeah.
right? And they never invested, they never created something unique, they never supported somebody that was individual, they never got something going on besides that work,
Mm-hmm.
and now that cannot support themselves any longer. So you always should be looking, especially now in the present, with Pluto in Capricorn, transforming in deep ways how we create new businesses, new status, and new ways to be and feel secure, stable, organized, efficient, and profitable. And then Pluto goes into Aquarius. So we're gonna be very busy trying to express our individuality.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be already supported,
Yeah.
or not at least,
Stability.
but the focus should be on the base,
Yeah.
on the
There
infrastructure,
should be stability
on the backbone.
for that
Yeah,
a uniqueness and craziness to go on.
true.
Because if there is
True.
no basis, many people can start to look like fools. Many
Yeah.
people may start to look like crazy because they don't have a base to relate with someone about their shit, or they don't have a ground structure, a backbone, literally holding them.
Okay, shit. A skeleton.
Yeah.
Skeleton is Saturn in your body, and the skeleton supports all the squishy,
Yeah.
sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now it's also very good to develop a very strong mental and emotional state.
Yeah.
So you can go through the changes in your life that you need to go through. Okay, and it's Capricorn, and Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and Pluto rules Scorpio, and Mars also rules Scorpio. So you can help even make things lighter and easy with some passion, with some motivation, with some hate maybe
Mhm.
towards yourself. Man, I've been procrastinating. Fuck, I hate that part
Yeah.
of myself. And you burn that shit. You
Mhm.
change that shit.
You transform that.
Yeah, real shit.
You really transmute that passion onto you going straight onto the new thing, or something that you have been procrastinating on.
Yeah, I think we covered very well.
Yeah.
This Pluto going direct.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to topic number 2.
It's topic number 2. Yeah. Number 2.
Okay, so topic number 2 of today is, what can we do in order to, like, it was going to be very vague because I was like, what can we do to understand the world? But that's not exactly what I meant, right? And I think this is also connecting with Pluto being direct in Capricorn right now, but it is, if Daria has any like advice or experience in how can we see the world in a more clear way. You know what I'm saying?
For you to see the world in a more clear way, you should always, first, if you don't see the world in a clear way, obviously, right, there might be something that you are paying too much attention to. So it's always good to take a breath without any distraction. That's like very direct, or like a very real way to start from there. Like just have the mindset where you know that you are paying too much attention to something, so you have to see things from a no-think perspective, or in a sense from an outside perspective, where you can see your circumstance in the reality of things.
Okay, so it's like things are not happening to me, things are just happening, and I'm in that space. Because I think many people take life as in the life is attacking them, or this transformation, Pluto in Capricorn, is ruining my life.
Yeah, going very, because I think that's very also because when you pay too much attention to something, you are already also in a state of somehow, what you say, egotism, or too blinded by your own microsystem of something, or your own idea of something, or a certain perception of something, and you are not what was your question, because I just
how to see the world in a more clear way.
Yeah, but after the fact, when
I said that people sometimes think that this transformation is like ruining their life.
Oh yeah, going too extreme into exaggerating your experience.
And then they kind of feel down. They kind of feel they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, because when you exaggerate a problem, right, or you exaggerate as something that is happening, right, maybe something really is like somebody is pointing you a knife or something like that, but maybe something is really happening, but you it's already something, so you cannot, by you exaggerating, you are saying that something is over you,
and you are using your magic and
your
power
imagination and
against
belief,
you,
because you believe that you are that the thing is more than what it is,
because something is already happening, and then you, by exaggerating, are taking that situation, taking that into your internal realm, and transforming it into a big negative experience.
Yeah.
And perhaps you're already feeling scared.
Mm-hmm.
You already, in the first moment, you already felt afraid.
Mm-hmm.
You already felt like that was too much. And now you are creating more of that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not saying that you never go through tough situation, or you never go through something that feels bad for you. The thing is, you can balance the situation, okay, be more clear if you try to see the positive side, but I think that's too cliche. But you see that, okay, maybe you stop and you be like, maybe I have some opportunities here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe there's something I'm not seeing if I'm so scared.
Yeah, true. And many of the times, if you already are changing yourself, when those transformations happen, aka Pluto in Capricorn, for an example,
this really Pluto in Capricorn.
Sometimes that connects with the changes that you're already doing in your life.
Indeed.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, imagine a real example. You were already thinking about getting some solar panels for your house. And now, all of a sudden, people can't get no more gas because of the war with Russia and Ukraine or whatever. And now the government is making it more accessible to have solar panels. And they were like, oh shit, that I thought I was being called or I thought I was fucked up, or this transformation, I don't know what I was about to do, but actually I have an opportunity over here. Yeah. You know, and this is just this is not, I'm not telling you to do that, it's just an example of a situation that was like, oh shit, the whole world is getting fucked up because nobody has gas to get warm in the winter. And then you find another solution, you know. But because I just thought, bro, but solar panels in the winter? Are you fucking serious? You know, you just find something else, okay? Okay, it's just an example. All right.
Only if it's sunny in the winter.
Hey, here where we live, it's many times sunny. Here where we live here in Portugal, people even came with this term, which is sol de inverno, which means winter's sun. Because sometimes it's really sunny here, and which is like just it's like summer, but you still see the sun.
Everybody with jackets.
Yeah, but sometimes if you walk a bit too much, you get sweaty and you have to take off the jacket and shit like that. And you can see the sun is out, but it's not that hot. Sometimes in Aquarius season it be, because it's that fixed energy. Sometimes it be hot if it's dry and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
So, ready to change to third topic?
Let's go for the third.
You think we highlighted a good way to see the world in a more clear way?
About this topic that we were talking about?
Yes.
Obviously. I think that it was.
So, but tell me, how do you see the world in a more clear way?
I just see it when, for
Because
example-
sometimes because everybody be flunked out, right?
Yeah,
You're
obviously.
like lost in a feeling, and
Yeah.
then the first step is you notice that.
Yeah,
But sometimes you act and say certain shit while you still flunk, right?
Yeah.
That happens
obviously.
to everybody. But then you like you catch yourself in the moment. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I was too much of this.
Mhm. Many times right in the moment as I'm saying it,
Yeah.
or after the fact. Other times I don't even notice, and you have to tell me that, or
Somebody needs to react.
yeah, or say that something about the circumstance 3 years ago, and I'm like, shit, I didn't even thought I was
Yeah.
being that at that time,
Yeah.
So it really is a lot about me just feeling, because you always feel when you are reacting to something.
Yeah,
You
a bit too
feel,
much, right?
yeah, and many times I just naturally go to my heart, and I feel like many times I even if you go too far into there, you start to feel like pity for yourself and shit like that. So that is the worst. Like it's a place where you already know, like, okay, I'm going too far into this feeling, because you are going too far into feeling for yourself, or oh, I'm doing this, and it's already like too much into that feeling, into that illusion that yourself may not be managing well. So I always feel my heart space, and whenever I feel like I am going too far into
Yeah.
an emotion and feeling, I
You stop
like to
yourself.
stop. Yeah,
And reflect.
yeah, especially.
And then admit to yourself, I was
Yeah.
flunk.
I was flunk.
I
I was
was being
flunk, and
too-
I do better.
I was being too much of a victim, too much
Real
self-centered.
shit. Real shit.
True.
And you just gotta do better, because
Yeah.
if you do it again, it's like shame on you twice.
Yeah, true. Real shit.
So just not making it heavier than it is.
Yeah.
That
I
comes
like
to
that.
the
Good
first
advice.
what we were talking about, not making shit heavier than it is. So then you can really reflect on it directly. It's not a dirty mirror.
Yeah. So it's more clear.
Yeah, it's a
Already.
clear mirror. So you already know, okay, yeah, I did shit. It's not because somebody did this that I reacted this way, so that's their fault. No,
Yeah.
that makes no sense. So stop right there and make your reflection and conclusions the clearest way possible. So that's how I myself get out of any emotional flunked outness. Sometimes I may spend too much time on it, but anyways, I go out of it and have a better understanding of it, so I don't overreact to
All right.
any shit like that.
And let's go for topic number 3.
Oh, it's a 3. Oh, 3, yeah. It's the third topic of today. It's the third topic of the day.
So the third topic, or the third question that I have for you, Daria, today
Yes.
is, how is your Libra season going?
My liver season.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's being very, very cool, being very nice, very light, and I'm enjoying the time I'm spending with myself, with my spiritual ship, with you. I'm enjoying very much how I've been going through like this Virgo / Libra space, going from me working and having some more practicality and routine onto my creativity, and right now I'm jumping more into my internal space, also because Libra is in my 8th house, so I'm more internal with the ideas and ways to make sense and relate, but it has been very deeply healing and deeply connective. I also feel like I've cleared.
That's very good.
Yeah, I feel so. I feel like I cleared a lot of my pathways and internal networks as well.
Nice.
So I feel like
Nice.
it's going very smooth.
That's interesting because me too, I've been clearing a lot, internally and how I connect with the world and with the people in the world. But to me, I've been more like kind of distracted, or I've been more like airheaded. And that's a bit ironical because I have 51% air energy on my birth chart. The thing is, I have an Aquarius stellium, right? So my air energy is fixed. So every time we go into Libra and Gemini energy, I get that bit of free card to be more scattered than usual,
Yeah.
because throughout the whole other seasons, especially Aquarius season, I be serious,
Straight.
focused, straight, a bit dry.
Mhm.
So when it comes the Libra and Gemini season, I can be airheaded, all right?
Yeah,
You
let me
know?
relax.
Yeah, because let even like imagine I'm live on Twitch, right? And I might be playing a bit worse, or I might be distracted, but my viewers like laugh about it, and they see a different side of me, and they don't judge me for making those bad plays, because they see me throughout the other seasons being very harsh, not very, but sometimes harsh on myself, because I always like to improve, I always like to do better, you know. So they kind of laugh and be like, you're a bit distracted today, it's not normal, things like that. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm enjoying more that relating part. I'm not enjoying more the live stream in itself, I'm just enjoying a different part of the live stream. I'm connecting more with the viewers, and I'm playing more with the viewers. I'm not caring so much about the rank, because actually, go catch me live on Twitch, you know. By the way, links in the description on the screen right now. Go check the links in the description down below. And if this podcast has been interesting and seductive to you, press that like button, send that like button to the spiritual realm so it can chill with us, you know. And I've reached, go check me live on Twitch, because I've reached my highest classification on Pokemon Unite as a solo queue, playing alone. Sometimes with Mistari it helps a lot to chill and have good teammates for once in a while on Pokemon Unite. If you play Pokemon Unite, I wish you the best teammates ever, you know. And I've reached the 4,000 best player in the world position, okay, by yourself. There is people that have done better than that, yes, but I've done very well as well. So right now I'm chilling. I'm just even the last live stream yesterday, I made the spin to win challenge, which is I spin a wheel and the random Pokemon comes out. So I've not been focusing on what is the strongest Pokemon. You know, I'm just enjoying making some fun plays with the viewers as well, and that's how I've been healing in a way, being more distracted, allow myself to go to new spaces even if I didn't plan that shit, because in the end of the day, that's how you learn.
You just go and show yourself in the most
And I've been very motivated because I have that Mars in Libra, so the sun is conjuncting my Mars.
You are really showing your passions and motivations just in a light and cool way.
And I'm really realizing the power of Mars in Libra because I have Libra rising, so that's in my first house. So my Mars is in a space where it likes to be, but the energies, the people, places and things in that space are not what Mars likes to do because it's Libra. But like I can be in that state of I don't give a fuck about what you're saying, but I still want to talk with you because I know there is a chance that I might learn something from you. But you ain't changing my mind with that weak ass thoughts. But I'm enjoying the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But that's because also I have that trine with my Aquarius stellium, so I be kind of extra serious in those conversations. But now I can be that extra serious, but still feel excited, and others don't feel so serious about me. They all actually feel like that they are having a unique conversation, and I might feel attacked. I might feel challenged, and then we just like creating new conversations and be like, oh, interesting conversation over here. And I'm like going all in, you know. But it's because it's very reactive. Then I realize, oh, like Misari was saying, how to see more the word in a clear way. I realized, bro, I was being too exalted. Then I have my Taurus moon, so I over exalt. I overreact exaltedly to pretty much everything, right? So then that happens as well. But I realize, and then I was like, bro, I was actually enjoying this conversation. That's why I got excited and shit like that.
Shit.
You know, so Libra season has been very fun and enjoying. but serious, because
Yeah.
you also have that moon in Aquarius,
Yeah.
and I have that
That's
Aquarius
right.
stellium. So we relate with the exaltation of Saturn in Libra.
True. As
And
well.
we are the elements of structure that others and we ourselves are looking for,
Mm-hmm.
but we can feel excited because we know that we are the elements of structure. So we know that in any new relationship or in any refreshment or update of a relationship that we might be in, or we create a
Mhm.
new business partner or whatever,
Yeah.
we don't expect so much from them, and we don't need so much from them, because we are the element of structure and
Bullshit.
change that we need us to be.
Exactly. So we
And
are
it's
the
Libra full
ultimate
power.
backbone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Libra full power, like, I'm here with you because I fuck with you, not because I need you.
Yeah.
I
Bullshit.
kind of need you to feel entertained and to feel, and for you to support me
Mm-hmm.
to go through this
But
shit.
it doesn't mean I'm
Yeah.
helpless.
Yeah, real shit.
Exactly.
Real shit. All right, let's go for the. Hold on. Let's go for the fourth topic.
Hey. Four. It's the four. Four. It's the four topic.
So, the last question for today that I have for you, Mysteria, is what you think of the world? As in, two ramifications of this question. What you think of the planet, of the star, of the body of water, of the pear-shaped, perhaps flat, perhaps not even both, not even anything, just shape and form,
Mm-hmm.
a wave that can take any shape and form depending on the frequency and vibration of the beings that live in, aka
Yeah.
planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think about Earth, or what we call Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and what you think about the world,
The
as
world.
in the system that we live in. What do you think about those?
It's interesting. I think the first of the world that we are, or the body of water that we are rotating on right now, this world, is like always it's like a chakra basically. It's like a point,
A vortex.
a vortex of awareness
Expanding and contracting.
that created an atmosphere. We have ways to even have smaller.
aka limits and boundaries,
Yeah.
aka an awareness.
Exactly, and we have a bunch of spirits
Living in it.
groups living in it and having each their own vortex. Okay, you have each geographical location.
Their own cycle, aka
Their-
their own time.
Yeah, their
which
own
is
water
their own
cycle.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have different densities. You have the sky, where we are in the middle of the sky and the earth.
Midgard, the middle.
Midgard, then you have the earth, and then you have also the water, the more denser part of of this body of water, basically. And I think it's a natural, a natural process that we all came in together to create. It always has been a place to express, maybe some flunked out shit, a lot of trials and errors, and connecting that to the system.
Yeah. No, but it's separate. I want
Okay.
separate answers.
Okay.
What you
yeah,
think of the world, perhaps
of the world.
to help you pin down a better answer. What you think about the quote-unquote primitive world. What you think about the nature. What you think about, like,
Mm-hmm.
imagine people before the system got this developed. Like in that new game you've been playing, beautiful game.
Yeah.
Check on my YouTube channel and on Mysteria's YouTube channel, on the links down below. We're playing a new awesome game called Manor Lords. Go and check that out.
Real shit.
What you think of that world, of this world, not of the world, as in that the tarot card, the world, Saturn, the system, the world that we live. What you think about it?
I think it's very honest. It's
Honest?
always
Okay.
very, in a sense, predictable, but has its own cycles.
Yes.
So
That's why it's predictable,
yeah,
because it has its own cycles.
exactly.
But I think you're meaning even though they are predictable, they are impactful.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
you know a tornado is coming,
Mm-hmm.
you know a big ass flood is coming, but sometimes you can't stop
or
or dodge it,
yeah,
you know. So it's not just because you can predict it that it loses its power.
true.
So it's always impactful.
Yeah.
It's always, you kind of have to respect it in a way,
Yeah,
or
because
more relate with it.
yeah, because you as a be living in a body here, you always have your own atmosphere and your own body, your own chakras to take care of while being on the being that we are living on right now and in its atmosphere. So it's by default a correlation part, the ecosystem.
Yes.
So you always have to know the moments where you go here, you go there. You have a natural way for you to be able to continue experiencing what you want to experience here, for you to stay here, for you to be in this water cycle, right? There has to be some what you say, creative process, or wanting to know more, wanting to create more, do something in a better way, in a more efficient way. And I think that's what kind of propels us with this environment, you know? Especially as humans in a sense, but even birds and fishes, all
Yeah.
of them migrate, all of
True.
them
Move
around, have a mating season, and the salmon goes up the stream for, you know, he really wants to go there.
Yeah.
A lot of
True.
so there is a lot of like ways for us interacting where we are in a real way. So it's honest. It's like, it's not, oh, the terrible mother nature, it's so reckless, or not reckless, but relentless, or, you know, dangerous, because if you aren't prepared as a human,
Yes.
as a human, you are naked. You have to have something. If you don't, you straight up,
Yeah.
you have to have some mentality to even have someone to help you, protect you. So you are being protected at certain moments, you are being taught certain things, and there are, you know, creatures, people that are not being taught something. They are interacting from their own solely, in a sense of it's only them and the environment that is not supporting their condition of continuing existing.
I like that. I like that perspective. Highlighting on the cycles, on the perhaps self-organization of the planet we live in, right?
Yeah.
And the beauty of it all, the
Yeah.
kind of responsibility and magnificence of how creatures that have less awareness than us still can have more purpose than us.
Yeah.
Especially badass salmons,
Yeah,
right?
badass salmons.
They really want to go. And what you think about the world, about the system?
About the system, I think it's, you know, as spirits being more, in a sense, lost onto a specific way to see the world, or trying to make things very logical, maybe too extremely, but right now the main point is that it is created from a point of wanting to make things clear, or make things more accessible, also more understandable, more clear, so it does not react to the natures of the changing seasons, in a sense.
True. It's a bit forced.
Yeah, it's kind of like a set in stone thing. It's like, this will be here until the stone is destroyed, or until the contract is, you know, invalidated. So I think it's a lot about securing your goods for the winter, in a sense, but quite extreme, being like having some form of knowing that there will be something after all this work. After
a reward, a safety.
Yeah, I worked so much on the winter. There has to be. This is going very primitively again, but
yeah,
I worked so much on the winter. We have to. I have to know that everything of all of this is safely secured. All these people that are working for me know their place, so they are not picking their all of
too
this
much of bread
for them. Things like that, coming from that place, in a sense. but also wanting to like the system being developed to basically have some form of structure and have some form of straight predictable ways to maintain your own life, maintain your own system going and rolling.
So, but
Predictably.
do you see some positivity or good things in the
About
system?
yes, obviously, I think there is also
Can you point a
always
few?
yes. There is, for example, the electricity.
Or the distribution of it?
Yeah, the distribution, cleaning water.
Maybe it could be free?
Yeah, like
You know?
it's only not free because of the way it is made. Like
True.
majority of the electricity is made out of fuel and getting all of that shit dug up and a lot of things like that. But here in Portugal, for example, you get a lot from
So
the
sun, the sea, the wind. Yeah.
the windmills.
True.
A lot of natural sources where I think it should be free. Obviously.
But then you need the batteries.
Yeah. Then you have the batteries to store it. So there will be always a way where you have a gateway to pay for it. I think that's also kind of what the system does. It's like control a amount.
You have to pass through that gateway.
Because we are there, so somebody has to pay us.
True.
That's how comes like a lot of people saying.
But that's one good thing, because imagine if you just had the money, but nobody could build the house. You had nothing.
Yeah.
You couldn't have the house. So it's good that the system at least has a lot of range, I guess. Many people can do many different things, and you can just pay for them. You don't need to do the house yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're just paying because that's how you start to make money very valuable, right?
True.
Or you create. Because money is not just the dollar bills, money is the gold, or money is the diamonds, money is that,
True.
money is the fuel, and all of that is kind of like the resource that somebody wants, or in a sense something that is valuable, and the currencies or the dollar, euro is the most like valuable in a sense because everybody wants it. It's not like, oh, I don't want that, I prefer gold or something like that. That's different. But when you have money, you are able to distribute and shit, I lost my point. But you are able to distribute,
organize
things in a more efficient way. And there was a point I wanted to point out.
But about the system, I just think I think and I know the system has some good things, but the bad things kind of overrun the good things, because it's a lot of about limitation,
it's
making shit slower.
I feel like it relates a lot also to like the medications and shit like that. It always comes to that,
covering up shit,
because you take one for something and two more things appear. So that is kind of how the system runs. You get onto something, not always, don't get this spooked out mind state, but you go into something and you have to be aware that there is some after effects that they themselves are studying. They themselves are like not sure if that works, but they are selling it, or they are trying this new campaign, and you are falling right into there because you I was thinking like you feel that it's a chance in your life or something like that, but sometimes it is for you to learn something, whatever you go through. But those people those things are always handicaps after the fact, or not always, but many times it can.
But I understand what you're saying.
A handicap can come after that for no reason, and you have to just be aware and dodge kind of the webs.
But I think the system is good, but how the system is used is not good. In a way, that's how I look at it. I don't really like to see how what it does to people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's actually, I'm remembering now. There was this episode of most recent of JoJo Bizarre Adventure
Yeah.
where they are like, I'll be very simplistic to be no spoilers of anything, but basically, a character was doing the opposite. She was just doing the opposite. So instead of eating pork, she wanted to eat something else, and she asked to the chef or to whoever was serving the meal, "What is the opposite of pork?" And she says, in a very fashion way, "Salmon is the badass salmons," or the opposite to the lazy ass pigs is the salmon that they swim with all their forces against the stream like the badasses they are. And that's basically, in my perspective, the the two most general types, because then you have more specific types of people that work for the shadow government or
Yeah.
work under the shadow government. You have the pigs that they just work and eat and pay the bills and they literally get fat.
They strive for commodity.
Yeah, they strive
for
yeah.
safety.
And then you have the salmons, which are the ones that
Innovate.
yes, yeah, as well, true, but that was more like they work a lot to climb the ladder,
Yeah.
to be the best streamer,
Yeah.
to be the most successful house seller.
Do like a crazy thing that is very disrespectful.
Yeah, for an example, or be
For
like
a camera.
be live 24 hours and get all fucked up, get no sleep, but then you get a ton of viewers, things like that, because it happens.
Mhm.
And then because I think many people don't know that the salmons, when climbing up the stream, they consume themselves. They consume their own meat. They consume their own meat, and then they lay the eggs and the sperm, and they die, or most of them die. Very, very, very few come back to the ocean. So that's exactly what I'm pointing to. You have in the system not only knows that, they make it that way.
Mm-hmm.
They make it that someone and they categorize it in that way. Some are the pigs, the lazy, for the commodity. We need those ones to sell this type of things, to sell this type of ideology.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the salmons that they run, they try to climb all the ladders that we have, they try to be the best in the system that we created for them, and they consume themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They burn themselves out.
Yeah.
And
you
many
give
of the
them the gun.
celebrities kill themselves.
Yeah,
right?
you give them the gun.
Yeah, you give them the gun. True. You create a super tough stream to climb, and they be all motivated to swim up the stream, and they don't even realize they're consuming their own meat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a maze.
Yeah.
Really. Indeed.
Real shit.
Interesting.
So it's like, I'm not like fuck the system. We all depend a system. We all need a system. We don't need this specifically system, but you also infinitely don't need to be fighting it, and because you have way more important things to do in your goddamn life than fighting against the system. You better believe it.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to fight the system, the best way is to create your own system that works. Because think about it. Think about it. Not praising the system, okay? Fuck them as well. But like, fuck you too if you're fighting against the system, because their shit is working on for 2,000 years plus. You don't even have shit going on. You can throw a stone at them.
You can't have an activist page.
True. You are going against their shit. And your shit either doesn't exist, either belongs to them, either belongs to somebody else, or is weak as fuck. So, guess what? If the whole world was like you, not you, but if the whole world was like activists and fighting against the system, guess what? In 2,000 years, nobody will remember the activists and the fighters against the system, but the system's still here. You know? So,
Real shit.
it's not, you have to create your own shit.
Yeah.
And by default, by it just being better, more spiritual and more unique, you attract more attention.
Yeah.
Because people be realizing, hey, that guy is being himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy is being very successful. So, wait a second. I don't need to be like Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't need to be like that celebrity. I don't need to be like that my boss. I don't need to please my boss or to please the system.
Mm-hmm.
I can be my goddamn self and be successful as well.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna support that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit.
And that's how you really change the world.
Mm-hmm. You really encourage everyone to be themselves by you being yourself.
Real shit.
And because everybody be asking themselves why can't I be myself, or like when you are too much into somebody else's system, you're gonna be asking yourself why can't I be myself? How
That's
can I
true.
be myself? Where can I be myself? And many people really can go to weird places just to be themselves. So make sure to take care of yourself.
True.
Not just go on to a place where you really lowered your morals just to, fuck somebody.
Either physically or just to get a better position.
True.
You fuck their reputation just so you can get a better position
Mm-hmm.
in a system that was created by somebody else to keep you doing that until you retire or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for watching. I think it's a great place to leave off today. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I hope you guys, whatever you were doing, traveling by car, by train, traveling in your living room, listening to this, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, press the like button, send that motherfucker to the spiritual realm.
Oh yeah.
Check the links in the description down below. And me and Daria, see you next time. Take care of yourself, follow your individuality, maintain your sanity, and see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.